Okay. Good morning. This is Lily Ramsden. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I have a book review, and I forgot to get my books. I thought I had everything all set up. Don't have my lights on. Don't have my books. I'll let y'all sit here and you gonna stand up so they can look at you while I go get a book? No? I thought I had everything done. Okay, I'm back. Oh. This is Tiny, the crochet dog. She loves to sit in my lap when I crochet. And I don't know if y'all saw my book review from last week. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I love coffee and peanut butter, but sometimes I have to burp on it. I drink the hot coffee with the peanut butter because it helps dissolve that peanut butter and you can swallow it easier. So we'll stick my coffee over here. Okay, Tiny baby. You ready? Okay, this is the book I reviewed last week. This is Kawaii. That starts with a K, and it's Crochet Christmas. I love every pattern in this book. And then I got the toilet paper covers back. There's 30 patterns in here, and I think these are just precious. If you look on the back, there's even a bear. But let's see. Oops, book club book got in there. Okay, this is 20 crochet. What's the name of it? Christmas crochet is all it says, and there's 20 patterns in here. And I think this might have been one with the fingerling. So all of these patterns in this book is just precious. Okay. Tools and material. Well, it's not mentioning it. That shows a 4-ply. And one of these books use fingerling yarn. Maybe it isn't this one. These look better. So what's this say? Yarn. Cotton 4-ply yarn in purple and green. Lavender and sage. Some ribbon. Okay, and a 3.5 millimeter hook. Okay, all of these patterns are good pattern. They're using a 4-ply yarn here. There's a cute little gingerbread man. Let's double check his pattern to make sure he is a 4-ply, cotton 4-ply. And then here's the gingerbread girl. So these all look like cute and easy patterns. And I didn't know until recently that a robin represents Christmas. I read the little story and I forgot it. But I think it's Swedish. I'm not positive. I know 2 of these books over here, all they talk about is Sweden. And then it's a snowflake, and it's all, oh, 4-ply fingering yarn for the snowflake. And then this, yeah. Yep, that's also a fingerling weight. Gift tags. Oh, here we go to fingering, y'all. Let me go back to these others and see what they were. Let me make sure I read it right. The gingerbread girl is fingerling. I wasn't reading these correctly, was I? Fingerling. 4-ply cotton fingering. Oh, I don't know. These may work up larger since it's doing it with fingering. If you used it with a regular 4-ply cotton, I think it'll turn out bigger. But we'll have to make one of these patterns and see. That was the candy cane, but I have a better pattern for a candy cane. And then they have heart tree ornaments. A mini stocking that looks like it might be easier than the one I tried. And then a cute Christmas placemat with Christmas trees on it. Bunting. You make your own swags for the flower place or anywhere else you like to have cute little decorations. And now we have Mrs. Christmas. And then we get a Mr. Christmas later on. There's is the two of them together. Oh, and a fairy mouse. That's cute. So how are y'all doing today? I don't know what happened there. I was trying to go back to read my notices. Hello, Phoebe. Hi, Unlucky Charms. You're going to have to explain that. Just a bee. You love this stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then we've got no one. What am I making? Well, right now, I'm doing a book review, but later on, I'm going to work some more on my Christmas present, and I can drag that over here now. I have been working on a shawl that is covered in flowers at the bottom. You can go back and look up the lady's YouTube. I think it's Rose Bouquet Shawl is the name of her video. I should do the candy cane. Okay, well, I had to find my other book because I like that pattern better. But yeah, I can make a candy cane. If that's what y'all want, that's what I can do. And all I have is red yarn. Oh, look at this cute little polar bear. Isn't he cute with this little white and blue buttons down the front? But where in the world would you get those buttons? See if it says. Just says 2 white and blue snowflake buttons. Like it's easy to find. I guess if I went to the craft store and looked, I'd find them. And then I've done shown you the picture of Santa. And there's a Christmas tree gnome. Now, I would like to make the Christmas tree gnome. I haven't made a gnome since, I don't think it was Labor Day. I think it was the 4th of July last year when I made Uncle Sam. And this is this book, 20 Crochet Makes. It's Christmas crochet. And this one, y'all gonna laugh at this title. All I want for Christmas is yarn. Woohoo! That's right. Well, I don't know if I can say that. Okay, I've got something bookmarked here. Okay, I bookmarked the striped crackers. I think those are cute. And I think it said they were reloadable or something. And I think this book is also a fingerling weight. Oh, the other book is Danish. Okay. Well, let's get on through the introduction. Little Jewel says, hello, sweetheart. Well, thank you very much. I'm doing great today. I'm trying to decide how I want to do my live schedules. I decided maybe Sunday, Thursday, and Saturday, or Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Take the weekend off, or most of the weekend off. Help me decide here. Okay, deck the halls. They start out with a scalloped advent calendar where you can put candy or little toys or whatever into the little pockets. And they call this a triangle berry hoop. I like the berries in the greenery, but I'm not too fond of that triangle. It needs more. A super chunky wreath. What did they use on this? Well, they're not telling me, are they? Where is the pattern? Woolly Mahoosive Mammoth. Acrylic super chunky. Arm knitting weight. Oh my goodness. I tried that once. It made my hands hurt. And then here they call it a string of vintage lights. I would have rather seen white and green and red and blue and yellow and what other colors we could think of. White, clear. Well, can't really do clear in crochet. They don't make a clear. And then they have a paper chain you can make. It's just single crochets and you join them together. And I didn't read the title to begin with, but this says Fa La La. And they have the grid for the tapestry for it's called a Scandy Tree Wall Hanging, and you do him in different colors. Here's the photo. But that's a lot of counting and a lot of loops. And then we have a Christmas stocking. And this whole book is in fingerling weight, except for that one that was in the super chunky arm crochet. Well, and they call these, they call them bunny napkin rings, but it looks more like he has 3 ears. Or is that one of those, a tail? So you don't know what it is till you make it. A couple of them look like a tail. Reusable crackers 2 ways. This is what I showed you earlier about the stripy cracker. And I like this one down here at the bottom that is waving. That just has more personality. So I bookmarked that page. And they have holly leaf mat and berry coasters. And here's some, this is orange slices. And they made it into garland. And this next chapter says, top the tree, tassel baubles. I haven't seen any of these anywhere else. A chunky tree swag. That looks like the 60s, doesn't it? The 60s and the early 70s. Well, I lost my bookmark. It fell out. Oh, they even make a fluffy tree skirt. Man, that's a big project, isn't it? That's probably done in the thicker yarn. Super chunky weight. Yep. Snowflake present toppers. See the cute little snowflakes on the presents. Wrap up warm. Okay, here we go. They have a Santa hat, and they make it in adult, and they give the child size too. And then a small adult size. And they work it from the bottom up to the top. I like to work my hats from the top to the bottom because I don't know if you can actually see it, but you can see where they made their decreases. Well, it's obvious to me. Maybe not to you. But you can really see it on that pink one in the back. And then here's a Fair Isle hat. That's a lot of counting. So that would take a little bit of extra time with all the color changes. And the warm, my coffee's warm now. It's no longer hot. Thank you for subscribing, little Jewel. I sure do appreciate it. Oh, I missed Marp Animates. Hi, how are you doing today? Let me take a drink. I got distracted by my comments. Thank you, little Jewel. Alaskan Wild Adventure says hi. I might have gone on one of y'all adventures when I went to Alaska. That sounds familiar. And then they have slipper socks. Those look comfy, don't they? And what yarn are they using on this? They're using a 5mm hook. And they're using Debbie Bliss Cashmerino Aran. And it is 55% merino wool, 33% acrylic, 12% cashmere. I can't wear that because I'm allergic to wool. But I can make it in a worsted way. That would look good, wouldn't it? Thank you, Alaskan Wild Adventures, for subscribing to me. I sure do appreciate it. Oh, and then we get a rainbow scarf. Let's find it. It's done in, is that different threads put together? Because that's an awful big hook they're showing. A 20mm hook. It says DK weight yarn and a pom-pom maker. Okay, we're back. My phone never rang before when I was on a live, so I don't know. Okay, the rainbow scarf. I was reading what it talked about. When you choose yarn for this pattern, look to include one fluffy, one variegated, or one tweed to maximize on interest and pattern. Okay, so they used 3 different yarns together on this so that it would be more interesting. And then we're going to do animals. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I do not like her animals. Are you leaving me, Alaska Wild Adventures? Or are you just telling me to have a great day? So you have a great day too. I hope all of my subscribers, everybody that's watching, has a great day today. Okay, I do not like the legs and arms on these patterns. So just because I don't like it, it could be your favorite thing in the world. Everybody has their own opinions. But see how the little legs and arms? But the rest of the pattern looks cute. That was a Christmas pudding. I've seen a bunch of Christmas pudding patterns, but I've never seen one like that. Okay, a gingerbread man. Okay, bye-bye, Alaskan Wild Adventures. Have a great day and go do your stuff. Well, here's a picture of the gingerbread man. He has little arms and legs, and I like gingerbread men that look more like the cookies. Then we have a snowman. Well, there isn't a good picture of him that's tiny. And then there's a penguin. He's made the same way. And this is DK weight yarn, so it's thin. And then we have a Santa Claus. Since he's got more decorations, he looks better. But I think I have a better Santa pattern. We should be about finished because Santa's usually the last thing in the book. No, we're going to have a reindeer. Here's us a little reindeer. And last but not least, I have a classic Christmas crochet book. And these are all the classics. This is drums that look like drums, not the, well, what did I do with my drums? Oh, here's, oops, there goes the drums. I made a little Christmas sweater too, and it just fell off. And here's my little drums. Yeah, I need to put some more decoration on them, at least embroidery on some gold to make it look like we're holding our drum together with the, well, I'll show it to you in a minute, because they have drums in this book. See how they have the gold trim on the drums? That's what I need to add. I need to add some more decoration. That's sort of plain. And then here's the Christmas tree with a whole bunch of ornaments on it. Hey, I am. Welcome everyone. Please like, share, subscribe, and activate the notification bell to watch more enjoyable content. Well, thank you, I am. I hate to beg for subscribers and y'all to watch my videos, but, well, I'll be known one day. I have less than 250 subscribers. But I think it's like 230 something now, 237. And a couple of people said they subscribed to my channel, so maybe it's 239 by now. So we're getting close to halfway. And then they're talking about the book and the skill levels and different types of yarn and gauges and how to actually block. $239 by, what does that mean? 239 by. Is that on the keypad? We're supposed to know what that word is. Okay, and I really don't understand these charts. If they have it written out, I'll be able to crochet it. But if all I have is a chart, count me out. And that's for a heart. And they have hearts that are latticed work together. So, look at that lattice work. That's a lot, isn't it? God bless you too. Well, I really wish they had bigger pictures. This is a Christmas bell. It's awful tiny, or it looks tiny in the middle of that big wreath. Oh, and Christmas balls. Look at the work they put. Can y'all actually see the embroidery that they did on these? Yes, they did. They actually embroidered all the way around that ball. My, that is a lot of work. And she teaches you how to crochet it. And these some drop shaped Christmas balls. I would call them more like a teardrop shape or maybe a water drop. a little water droplet. Okay, this to me looks like a pretzel, but they say that the Kringle, Kringle, oh my, it says it's made as one piece and filled with thick pipe cleaner to make it easy to fold into a pretzel shape. And the pattern history, they even give history in this book. Christmas baking is one of the truly timeless Christmas traditions, and there's quite a lot of it in our homes during the holidays. When the kitchen smells of ginger snaps and Danish Christmas kringle, the rest of the extended family is sure to show up to eat them. Okay, here's drums. And here's the one where I was saying that I needed to add this white, some decoration here. Make it look like the drum is actually sewn up. So I need to work on those drums a little bit better. Oh, and she's showing you how to neaten up your stitches too. You know, when you make color changes, sometimes they look just awful. When you change the color back to another color or change to another color. And she's showing you how to go over it and sew those where they look nice. But that's a little embroidery you have to do. And this is a hunting horn. Isn't that cute? And I hope that's made with increases and decreases so it does its shape. But let's see what we need to do. Pipe cleaner in same color as the horn. Well, I've never seen a gold pipe cleaner. So, have y'all a gold pipe cleaner? Well, I don't normally buy pipe cleaners. I have a bag of them in there to use. And this little toy soldier, isn't he precious? Yeah, you can see all of him. And he looks like he would be easy to make. Except, let me go except, they sew him all together. They make shoes and legs and arms and then in a head and a hat, and they sew it all together. I think with a little finagling we can make him a little easier to make. But I think he's cute. Oh, and in this picture you can even see he has a stripe down his leg to make it look like dress pants or uniform pants. And then we have some more snowflakes, and they are made in a DK Sport. But they're cute. But my days of starching ornaments is over. Been there, done that, moved on. And these are called cornets, where you can put little gifts or candies or cookies in them. And this, I think they said that is a decoration in Sweden. Pattern history. A classic tradition in Denmark. They're hung from the Christmas tree, not unlike stockings. If you look inside, you might find a small holiday treat to enjoy. So you can put candy, little toys, and then they have, see, here's another Christmas candy cane. Did they embroider that on? Because that does not look like crochet. Yep, embroidered stripes. Well, we have an easier pattern than that for a candy cane. Oh, and they have an F family. Now, this F family is really cute. And then it just gives us pages and pages of the F family patterns. Okay, and here we have some Christmas stockings. These look like real stockings that you would wear on your feet. Look at the decorations. Aren't those cute? Good morning to my new fans. Thank you for showing up. Oh, 239 subscribers. I understand what that is now. Okay, I have 239 subscribers. Thank you, Wild Alaskan Adventures, for telling me that. That's what I was thinking. And then they have, oh my, they have an embroidery chart for this stocking. He is really elaborate, but he is so cute. And if you didn't embroider it, you wouldn't get that pattern. Oh, and they have Christmas miscellany. And they have a heart, a small bauble, and a tree. Here's these three. And I think that's all that's left in the book. Yes, it is. They give us the patterns, and then they give abbreviations and symbols in the back. And then they give acknowledgments and a big picture of the Elf family. Get my book stacked back up. Okay, you want down, baby doll? We're gonna work on our shawl. You said you hate me to work on the shawl because I cover you up. Yeah, I do, don't I, baby? This is my little project bag. I think a set of sheets or something came in it. But it's a nice zippered bag. And here's my red yarn. See, I have a few flowers I've already made. So all we'll need to do is tack them on. And I forgot all about that 5mm hook. It's a good thing I put it in there. Okay. How many roses do I have made today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, baby doll. Let's get our shawl back. Somehow or another, I knocked it in the floor. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do we really need? Okay, have round have we gotten? Okay, we still have 3 panels to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I need 6 flowers to complete this. Oh, y'all want to see what it looks like on? It's really pretty. Yes, I have the roses on the correct side. Isn't it cute? Y'all see the back? Yeah, I've been working on this a while. There's just so many things I want to crochet. Once I finish one pattern, I'm ready to go on to another one. Okay, I'm back. I don't know why the phone's ringing today. But let's get our shawl up here. And we'll work from the front around to the back. And I went ahead, and this pattern is so picky about where you put the roses that I went ahead and marked them so everything will be even. So let's go ahead and thread my longest yarn tail into the tapestry needle. Okay, pull this stitch marker out. And for one time in your life, you can't get one out. Okay, we'll pull it through one side. Okay, come on, you can do this. Maybe I need just a smaller hook. That big old thing there is like working with, I don't know what. It's too big. 5mm, but they want the roses big. And to work up the shawl faster, it uses a 5mm. Okay. We're going to keep our needle on our hook. We're going to keep our yarn tail on our tapestry needle because I've been sewing these down because they're too floppy. I just try to hold them up a little bit better. And we do a double knot, good and tight. See, yeah, I think I've sewn these all together good. Good. Yep, I got all of them made. I'll just need to make one at the end. Well, come around here somehow. And see what I did right here? I sewed the top of the rose up so because they were falling down, and now they stand up. See how this one's falling down because I haven't tacked it up? That's what they all look like. So I started tacking mine up because I didn't like the way they laid. They're just too floppy. Excuse me, y'all. And we sew this back up through here and tie it off. Yes, we're going to do another double knot. We don't want this coming apart. So what are y'all doing today? What are you making? Can you send me a picture of what y'all are making? Or y'all crocheting anything today? Or y'all just watching? What are y'all doing? Okay, that's good and tight. And we cut right here at the end of the knot. But be careful, there's a lot going on right here. We don't want to cut any extra threads or it'll fall apart. The whole thing will fall apart. Let's start putting my yarn tails in a sack so they won't be everywhere. Okay, let's get another one and work on that. Okay, that's the longest. Thread our tapestry needle, and that went badly. This is the way they say to do it. They say to put the yarn over the head of your needle and pull tight so that draws up, and then put it through the eye of the needle. Okay, that one came out easily. Pull the other yarn tail through from the opposite side so that the tails are coming out. Just unthread the needle. So that the tails are coming out from opposite. You still can't see that. The tails are coming out from the opposite side. And then it says don't draw it too tight or it'll pucker up. So we need to do a double knot. That means you wrap the yarn around twice, not just once, but twice. Uh-oh, did I squish you up too much? And then I do another double knot. Am I overly cautious? Yeah. Why? I don't want it to fall apart. Okay, the longest one, rethread it. And sometimes threading your needle, it just pushes through so easily. And then at other times, I don't know what it thinks it's doing. Okay. Let's keep going down to where I need to be. Maybe I need to do it from this side. Oh, and of course you're going to split that yarn tail. That's what happens when you've got everything all together here. So let's just thread the needle again. Hey everyone, how's the newcomers doing? Are y'all working on anything today? Or y'all just watching me? Yeah, I'm pretty entertaining. And we need to get up the back side. Okay, here and here. Okay, got that done. And now we're gonna come up through. Yeah, that's a good place. And just sew down our rows just so it won't be flopping around. Well, I'm just not having luck with this yarn tail today. I keep unthreading my needle. Thread it through on the back. And then we make another double knot. I couldn't get rid of you a minute ago and now I can't find you. Just do a double knot. We don't want this coming out. Because after spending all these hours on this, no, I do not want it coming apart. Well, I can give y'all a sneak peek of how the roses are turning out. Let's get all this up in my arm to show you. We need to find the beginning because we had to start here and sort of wad it up or fold it up to get our roses. Isn't that turning out pretty? I think so. And I don't make wearables. This is the first wearable I've ever made other than a beanie. Last year for Christmas, I made my husband an Alabama beanie, and he liked it, and his friends liked it. So let's get us another rose and do another one. Yeah, see. Now we're just going to tie another double knot. Are y'all crocheting anything this morning, or y'all just watching me? Come on, somebody answer. I know you're out there. Because I can see you. Doing it again. If it happens one more time, I'm quitting. Putting it up, we'll make something else. Just sew it down a couple of times. And then we tie us a double knot. Not too tight. And there's our double knot. Okay, tie us a double knot. I did not know what I was getting into when I decided to make this shawl. Man, these roses are going to be death of me. Okay, so up to the top of this. And sew our little rose down. Okay, tie us another double knot. I think I'm getting faster on these flowers. Cut our yarn tail. Cut our yarn tails. Okay, and we have one more flower we can put on, and then we'll have to make another one. Well, I took a few vacation days off and I didn't make anything for Christmas. I don't think I've made anything since Friday. I just needed a little downtime. I don't know if it's the end of summer or just summer in general when the children are out of school, but I haven't been getting that many watchers on my daily videos. Okay, that's the last one we can put on. We need to make us another one. And no, the pattern is not there. And I think these are just double crochet. I know it's 20 single crochets or stitch it. Okay, this is just like we're going to make a big worry worm. We slip stitch 20, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, now to make the rose, we skip the first single crochet. The first slip stitch, chain, and then is that too short? Oh, using the wrong needle. Put your white, get my 5 back. So let's do this over again with the big hook. Keep forgetting about this big hook. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, let's get us a drink. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? My doctor put me on some new medicine and it's clearing my throat up. It's just that this hot coffee is just as good as the medicine. Or it helps the medicine, this hot coffee going down my throat. I went to the doctor last week and told her that I'd have had this cough since March the 31st. So they did a chest x-ray to see if everything was okay, and it was. So let's see if this is going to be, if these were double crochets or if they were triples. And we need to put 3 into each stitch, just like we would if we were making a worried worm. And we're going to make it all in one, and then we're going to go back and sew our flower together. And I'm not used to working with this huge hook. I'm used to working with a 3.5 millimeter, and this is a 5 millimeter, and it's just huge, or it is to me. Now I know the rest of y'all usually use that big, what they call it, blanket yarn or baby blanket or something thick. Well, I don't have room in my yarn closet for all of that. And I don't think I'd want to work in the big stuff anyhow. I don't know. I guess I had to buy a skein of something to work in it. But my friend brought over a bunny rabbit no, it wasn't. It was a sheep she was making. She brought over a sheep she was making. She had already made the sheep. Man, y'all, my news feed is just terrible today. It's telling me all bad things. It's not telling me anything good. Well, how's everybody doing today? Well, I'm doing just fine. I'm still trying to get rid of this cough from this cold. And I'm hoping it'll go away soon. It's already a lot better. And I missed 2 doses last night. was supposed to take one around 11, and then I take another one in the middle of the night if I wake up. But I don't think I've woken up for the last 2 nights. But we just put 3 double crochets into each. I like to crochet into the back. That's just makes it prettier on the other side for me. Yeah, it takes a few minutes to make a rose, but the next ones won't be so hard to do. They'll only be 14 chain, so they'll be smaller roses, and they go in the middle of the big roses. And we have 3/4 more little roses than we do big roses. And that's going to be a lot of roses. I don't even know how many I have on here now. So this is the Christmas present I'm making for me this year. And I want to get it done before it starts getting cool. But this is just July, y'all. Heat has just hit Alabama. Our heat index this week has been 106. Next week, we're going to be in triple digits just for the feel-like temperature. So there's no telling how hot it's actually going to be next week. 113. So summer has hit, and it's going to be brutal. Usually our hottest month is August. We still have another 10 days till we get to August. And next week the heat is showing up. And then it'll just get worse from there till sometime in October, and maybe we'll start cooling down. And I am so glad that we finally replaced our air conditioner last year, because our old air conditioner just could not keep up with the heat. So I'd been saving our money for 10 years so we could have the money to go ahead and replace it without it being a hardship. So I had that money tucked back. I was ready. Knew it needed done. Just kept putting it off. And the other one kept leaking Freon. So we got a new air conditioner last year, and man, it is working fine, let me tell you. We do not have a hot day in this house anymore, because it used to get so bad sometimes in August that I had a couple of floor fans to help circulate the air in the house, make it feel cooler. Is that the last? Sure is. That's, well, wait a minute. Look closely. Is that another? That is too. Okay, that's the last stitch. I'm just seeing things over here. Okay, we need a long tail for sewing this closed. So let's pull this through and sew it down. Okay, says flat on top. Start in the middle and start rolling this around, making sure it's flat on top. Being flat on top means that you're rolling it around the center on the outside. Okay, here we have. Let's see how that does. Hold it together, it's going to start falling apart. And then we just crochet back, or sew back and forth to sew this rose together. And we've got to sew all the way through to the other side. Just keep sewing through. We've got to get it all sewn together because it won't work right if we don't. Okay, how many more do I need to sew down? That doesn't look like it's been sewn down. Okay. Now we're ready to sew this last one on. And this is the last of the big roses. Put that in my yarn bag or I'll have little pieces everywhere. Nope, that's too big. I need the little one. Okay, we go back through this way. No, we don't. We go back through this way. Oh, come on. I can do this. We pull lightly. We don't want these too tight or it'll draw our flower up. And we do a double knot. And when we finish this and sewing down, and we'll see how many roses we actually have. Because we've got, what? I don't know how many we actually have. It's a lot. I didn't mean to do that. Or did I? Okay, thread the longest. And we're going to sew down this. Well, oh, I know where that black came from. Okay. Go back up through here. And sew down the top of our rows because they've been flopping, and so I added this extra step. Well, I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Let's rethread this needle. Be careful sewing it on. You don't want to get it in here wrong. And we're going to come back down here and sew us another double knot. And cut our yarn tails. Well, that got us 6 more roses onto our shawl. Let's count and see how many roses we have total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Here's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 31, 34, 37, 40, 40, 43, 44, 46, 48, 52, 54, no, 55. Ooh, I still have 55 more roses and I've only done 21. Well, they're not going to be as big as these because they're only going to be 14 chains long. So let's put this over here. I don't know how I knocked that over earlier. Oops. I guess just like I did that. Will it hold up here? Nah, it won't hold up. Let's just put it back here so it can be seen a little bit. So I guess we need to start making our small. Make sure I've got a big hook up here. Put my little hooks away. What did I say? 54? 55? Man, that's going to be a lot, y'all. Oh, well, let's get to it. Make us a long chain, long tail. We're going to need it later. Chain 14 with our 5mm hook. And we're going to make us a rose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Y'all just watching me today, or y'all crocheting, or what are y'all doing? Making lunch? It's 11:30. If you have children, they're probably about hungry around now. And I didn't realize it until the other day that most of the children go back to school around August the 7th. 2 more weeks and children will be back in school. Can you believe it? So, and I haven't seen any children out in the yard since, about 2 weeks ago when it started getting hot. All the children are inside. I mean, they've even kept their dogs inside. And I don't let my little dog outside the yard at all. She's the size that some of these big birds could pick up and carry off. Because we've got some big birds. And I don't want my baby taken away. So we just keep her in the house. She's paper trained. Most of the time. Now, sometimes we have to clean up behind her. But not very often. And we just keep double crocheting 3. Hello, SVL. Hello from Korea. 1:30 a.m. in here. I love watching your streams. Well, thank you for staying up so late. I appreciate it. And wow, 1:30 in the morning. Well, do you like staying up late, or you just do this for me? Live. So we're almost finished with this one rose. I told you these 14s would work up a lot faster. But we're just putting three double crochets into each loop, just like we were making a worry worm. And that makes one. Flat on top. Get it around and around. I knew to do that before I did this, didn't I? Here we go, we got it threaded. And we have to go all the way through from one side to the other. We've got to sew it together so it doesn't fall apart. All the way through all these layers of roses. This all the way through all these layers. Just keep sewing. Okay, this one isn't sewn down well. Let's go back and go through you all the way to the other side. So let's feel of it and make sure it's all sewn down. Yes, it is. And it fell off. Well, that's okay. That's sewn together enough. Let's make me another one. Okay, 51 more to go. I'm not laughing either. One, two, three, four. And my yarn's not pulling good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 3 double crochets all the way back down our chain, just like a worry worm. But it's what we do with it in the end as to what it looks like. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining my channel. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the comments and the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Anybody crocheting this morning? What are y'all doing? Tell me what you're crocheting. Are you crocheting for Christmas already? Are you crocheting for summer? Do y'all have markets coming up? I watched somebody this morning she does fall markets. And Lord have mercy, you should have seen her plushies. And she said she needed that many more. She had, you know, the big old carriers for plushies that they're using at markets, where they've got the two handles where you can carry them like this, or they've got the shoulder straps, two shoulder straps so you can put it on your back and then pile more on. She had 5 of those huge bags. When she was carrying them upstairs, I thought she was going to fall and hurt herself. But she does fall markets, and she's been working all summer. And she was writing down what more she needed to make of everything. And I never did hear the final count of what she had, but it looked like hundreds, maybe 500 or more. Little ones, big ones, super large ones, super small ones, just you name it. Everything under the sun. Turtles and frogs and cows and chickens and dogs and cats and horses and I can't remember what all else. Pigs and whatever. Possums. Oh, that reminds me, I watched Crochet by Jenna this morning. She made that huge possum. It's the size of her dining room table. Now, it's nowhere near as big as her human size or her bed-sized turtle was. That was a huge one. But this one's almost as big. She says she's going to do I think she said she had already done an auction on eBay to raise money for St. Jude. And she said the proceeds would go to St. Jude's Hospital. But yeah, St. Jude's is a great organization. More bad news on my little pop-ups from Newsbreak, I believe. Man. Okay, I almost finished this second rose. Okay, one more double crochet and I'm finished with this rose. We make our rose flat on top. That makes it go around bigger and bigger. If we just rolled it around and didn't keep it flat on the top, it would be tall instead of round. But this way it becomes round. Yeah, I did thread it again, did I? So we're just sewing our rows together. Okay. Make sure it's spread out good. And then we just start sewing through all the layers. Don't miss any or our rows will fall apart in the center. It'll just be dangling there. We don't need that. Keep sewing around and around. Get all of these petals sewn down. What did I do? Just get a little too far up that time? Okay, who is not sewn down now? That one doesn't look sewn down. Yeah, it takes a lot of yarn to sew these roses together. Okay, how many more do we need to sew down? Okay, we have it made now. Okay, we've got that sewn closed. So we start on another one. Leave us a long tail. Chain 14. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. I need another drink. My throat is getting scratchy from talking. Remember to keep the top closed on my coffee. It stays hot. If I forget and leave it open, well, it gets cold. So we do 3 single crochets in all of these chains. Well, actually, it'll only be 13 chains. So it's 3 single crochets back through all these chains. And it's not all these chains, it's just 14. Where's everybody from? I'm from near Birmingham, Alabama, a little sleepy town outside of Birmingham. Not one of the posh neighborhoods. We live in a little tiny town that's about 10 miles outside of Birmingham. So where are y'all from? I know SVL is from Korea, but where are the rest of y'all from? Mississippi, Kentucky, California, Australia, Washington State, Washington, D.C., Pennsylvania, Maine, Iowa, Colorado, no, I'm not going to name off all the states. I was just asking where are y'all? Are you on vacation? Are you at home? Since it's the last couple of weeks before children go back to school, I guess families are going to start going on vacation again. Because it seemed like everybody was on vacation in June. As soon as the children got out of school, boom, everybody was gone. My neighbors even disappeared for over 2 weeks. If they'd have said something, we'd have watched the house, but it took us a while to notice they were gone. CRXSON. Craxon. Hi, I'm doing fine, having a great day as a matter of fact. And I just, look at that, my yarn is broken. Do you see that? Goes for about ½ inch. Well, we'll see what this does to our crochet. Let's try working through it and see what we get. Hopefully the whole thing will wind up in just one double crochet and disappear. And it would be, and it's sewn down and no tension, that should be just fine. Okay, it worked itself in good. I really can't tell it. By the time I sew the rows together, you'll never see it again. It's just a little fuzzy where the string broke. I don't know why I keep calling it string, it's yarn. Been working in cotton too much. It's still yarn too. But that little gold thread I have, that's thread. Okay, make us a long tail. Well, just don't do it right then. Put me a slip stitch here. There we go. Get the longest yarn tail and let's sew our rows together. Okay, let's start rolling it up. Flat on top. A nail coda. What am I doing? I'm making flowers to go on my rose shawl that I'm making me for Christmas. Some of y'all are just getting here, so let me get the shawl back. Got it inside out. There you go. Can you see all the roses on the bottom of my shawl? Isn't it gorgeous? So we're just making roses to go on my shawl. I have, I think I said 54. I just made the third one. So yeah, it's gonna take a while. But I'm working on my Christmas present today. Flat on top. We need to spread it out. Make this a big rose. There we go. Okay, pick up all my yarn tails here. Okay, get down to the bottom. And then we just start crocheting through. Sewing through. So our flower will hold together. Oh, come on, what'd I do here? Did I get a yarn tail sewn in? There we go. I knew it didn't look right. I was hoping it was the yarn tail instead of my yarn I'm sewing with all messed up. But it wasn't. And you sew all the way through, making sure you get the top of this rose sewn in. If you don't, it's going to come out and just flop around. So we're tying it, closing it in good. So all the way across the flower, we're getting all these loops in. We don't want anything falling out, especially our center. Our center looks like it's sewn in good. And remember that big long tail I had? That's it. That's all I have left. Okay, we're not all sewn down yet. This one needs to be sewn in. Is the rest of them sewn in good? Yes, you're sewn in. There we go. That's rows 3. Is no one going to tell me where you're from? Come on. Okay, so everybody's in outer space today? Okay, I'll assume y'all are all on the space station until you tell me otherwise. So I guess the astronauts are watching me today. I don't know how they'd have free time, but I guess they do. Or they work 8 on and then off for a while. Okay, 14 chains, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And we're doing 3 double crochets into each chain. Well, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I appreciate your liking my channel. And those of you who are not subscribed, well, think about subscribing. But I crochet for fun. I usually crochet for Operation Christmas Child and random acts of crochet kindness. If y'all want to look up Christmas Child, it's the good YouTube videos is the one from Atlanta. So look from the video from Atlanta. It's a good one. Man, my news feed today is weird. Gotten all sorts of notifications on weird stuff. And bad stuff. Why don't they give us some good news for a change instead of all this doom and gloom? And when do the tariffs go into effect? And why has everybody always already raised their prices when it's not in effect yet? Does that mean all the consumers are going to take the hit? and companies just pass it all on over to us. I guess that's the way they've always done. Like Big Pharma, they can manufacture a pill for less than a quarter, probably less than a nickel, and then sell it to us like they do the asthma inhalers. How much are they up to now? $1,000. That's, mm-mm, mm-mm. That is just not right. They're just greedy. And that's, it looks like that's what's the world coming to, is greed, greed, greed. And I guess it's always been that way. Someone taking advantage of the little man. Like, I got a catalog in the other day, unsolicited from I don't know who. Well, I won't say who. But it made it sound like it was from Stonebrook. It was not Stonebrook. It was somebody else that charges more than Stonebrook. And as a great incentive to buy from them, they were saying you got $1,000 credit to buy from our catalog, and it'll be $5.99 a month. It'll be as low as $5.99 a month. Now, they didn't say how much it would go up. They just said as low as. So, you have to read the fine print, folks. Plus, they charge an exorbitant amount for shipping and handling. You'd think just shipping 200-pound packages what they're charging. But just be careful, everyone. There's scammers out there, and they're eager to take your money. I saw a show last night where they scammed the old man out of all of his money, all of his savings from his entire life. They took every penny, every little thin dime. And if they're showing it on TV, you know it's happening multiple times all over the place. Because I get a notification that I didn't pay my toll. We don't have any, the closest toll roads we have, I believe, are in Florida. And I haven't been on one of them in a long time. And I paid my toll when I did. And the one time we did get off the freeway, that it said if we got off, we'd have to pay a toll. But we didn't know where we were or where we were supposed to be going. So we got off the highway so that we could try to figure out where we were, because at that time I couldn't connect 5G. The circle, you know how when you're connecting it goes around and around and around. Now I can make phone calls, but GPS did not work. And I forgot to, oh, here it is. I forgot to plug up my telephone, and I'm about out of power. So maybe this will work today. Had a problem with it the other day where it wasn't plugged in correctly or something. Kept coming undone. So today, maybe that won't happen. It's a long tail for sewing. Let me get another drink of coffee. Well, hello, Julia. I'm glad you showed up. How are you liking my video? Come on, tell me. Oh, Julia's a personal friend of mine. And she usually doesn't feel like watching anything. And now here we're going to roll our little rose up. And it's flat on top, so it gets wider and wider instead of taller and taller. And since they're only 14 now on the width, these are a lot easier to make. Okay, sew that down. And then work on all of these. Okay, keep it flat on top. We need to crochet. We need to sew all the way through these. Get that one out of my way. Okay, come over to here. Go all the way through that rose, getting all these layers sewn in, or it's going to flop around and fall apart. That'll be bad. You're enjoying it? Well, thank you, Julia. Yes, I am a Christian, Carly West. And I'm so glad my friend Julia can watch today. I've been telling her about it, and I've sent her little things. So we're just sewing the rows together all the way through, all these layers, and we have about 5 of them. Yeah, sew it in good. We don't need it falling apart. And we don't sew it tight. We still need to fluff out here. See how it fluffs out when you keep it flat on the top? All the way through all of these layers. Don't forget them. We've got to get them all tucked in. Because after all this work, I do not want this falling apart. That would absolutely just break my heart. Julia says it's good to hear my voice even if she doesn't crochet. Well, she used to. I got a lot of crochet hooks from her at one point when, oh, I guess it's been over 20 years ago now. She gave me a whole package of hooks, and I still have them. You don't get rid of hooks, because I've got hooks that have 15 cents on them. That was back in the 50s or the 60s, I don't know. But I've got hooks with 15 cents stamped on them and 25 cents. And now, oh man, what some of these YouTubers say is a good hook, and they're paying $40 for it. You're going to have to convince me better than that to lay down that much money. Okay, let's finish this one. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, there's another one that isn't sewn down. double check. Yep, we're sewn down good now. Okay, that's us a cute little rose made. Well, y'all, we've been on here for over 2 hours. So I'm going to let y'all go, and I'll see y'all later. Wait a minute. Little Jewel says hello. Thank you, Little Jewel. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank y'all for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see y'all. What do you think? Go live Sunday? Saturday? Any ideas? Say, make it up as I go. Throw a dart at the calendar. See what sticks. Okay. Thank y'all for watching. I sure do appreciate it. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.